Welcome back to Rimworld. I thought we would start today's episode off with a bang. So you might remember right towards the end of the episode, we sent Krup Voosh and his apprentice Carl Calrissian out into the world to investigate a crashed ship, which has, I was about to say landed, but that's not true at all. They've got there, is what I was going to say. Let's take a look. What have we got? Oh, wow, it is actually a spaceship. Look at that. Oh, interesting. See, now I was worried that it would just be like some ship chunks or something, but no, this is like a full-on structure. There's also a lot of Feralisks. There's a big old herd of elephants. Have we got anything else to worry about? Not at all. Okay. Is this going to be like an ancient danger then, I wonder? Is this a horrible idea? There's only one way to find out. Move in, team. In 5 days, caravan will be automatically reformed. You can reform the caravan in the world screen. So sort of standard procedure there. Let's see what we've got. Now, I'm going to turn the speed down a little bit. We will take one section at a time. I think it'd be prudent to probably go for... Oh, hang on. There's someone downed. Someone's downed there. Did you see that? Look, an exclamation mark. We may be able to get some recruits. Not that we maybe want recruits, but we might be able to get something. All right. Now, I'm somewhat concerned. Oh, my God. It's an entire group of people. Hello. Bio, Steadfast, Pyromaniac, Xenophile, Pyromaniac, Bloodlust, Optimist, Petty, Body Purist. Have we got ourselves no Force users? Let's check this side as well. Now, I am not still entirely convinced that this place is, are they going to bleed out? They are death in 5 hours. We can use Krup, though, to cure them. Oh, interesting. I was going to say, I'm not entirely unconvinced that we found what caused the ship to crash. You know, there might have been some mechanised on board or something, but that, I think, we'll leave for a second. Right. Do we want to recruit any of these people? If we do, we want to get Krup Voosh to immediately blast them with some force. So, Steadfast, good. Xenophile, good. Pyromaniac, terrible. Absolutely god-awful. 12 animals, not fantastically useful right now. We have Zabrak fighting, capable of firefighting. Pyromaniac, Bloodlust, Optimist. Honestly, Bloodlust and Optimist are fantastic. Pyromaniac is not, and crap at everything but melee. These two, low tier. Boone. Or Bone. Sorry, Bone. I was getting too into Fallout. What have we got? Crafting 11. Good. Pretty good. Body Purist, not so good. Means that we can't upgrade them at all. Transhumanist, very good. Incapable of skilled labourer and hauling, only good with animals. Okay, you are not on my list. Cooking, 14. Have the gods heard my cry? Since the entire start of the series, how often have I said almost every episode, we need a cook. We need a cook. Every cook that's turned up, every gourmet that's turned up has been terrible. Finally, we've got ourselves a good gourmet cook with a high passion for cooking. Morse, you've just earned yourself a one-way ticket back to Krupville. What else have we got? 17-year-old industrial orphan. Everybody else can die for all I care. You know what we have got, though? Some fancy power armor waiting to be harvested up here. Heal him. Heal other. Morse. Welcome. He's up. Doesn't want to join us, though. Disappointing, actually. Block the door. We might need to choke him out. Oh, do we have to take him as a prisoner instead then, I guess? Okay, sure. Let's go for Force Choke. Okay, we've already maxed out Force Choke. We could go Force Lightning. It's been a while, actually, since we've upgraded Krup Voosh. Can we not go for heal? Can't go for any types of heal. That sucks. Force Pull is apparently good for disarming people. Force Rage is crap. Can we go for Force Storm? Not yet. We need 9 points spent on Dark Side abilities, so we've only got, what is that, 6, 7. We've only got 7 points, so we need to spend 2 more. We could go for, like, 1 point in Lightning, 1 point in Drain, but these last points actually cost more, don't they? That's 3, and then 2 for Drain, so actually we still couldn't do it. I'm going to go for Lightsaber Offense, because honestly I feel like that's underused, and he seems to be using his lightsaber more and more. Choke him out. I need this dude. I want him as a prisoner. Knock him down. Carl, lightsaber off. Punch him. Try to arrest him. No prisoner bed in an unreserved safe temperature. Annoying. Are those Krayt Dragons hunting an elephant? Yeah, it absolutely is. I guess he was hungry. That's really funny. Somebody even suggested letting the Krayt Dragon roam free, because it's probably the best thing to do, so we don't have to feed it. It's not a bad plan, but it does leave them somewhat, you know, vulnerable. Which is probably not too relevant, seeing as they are gigantic Krayt Dragons. Guess just keep choking him until he... Krup, did you crush his head? Krup literally just popped his head off. He popped his head off like a party popper. He actually just crushed the man's entire head whole. And we did have an anti-metal rifle, which I'm liking. Okay, strip everyone else. They've got some fantastic weaponry. Charged lance. We've got Doomsday rocket launcher. We've got... Wait, what happened to the other dude? Oh, that was it? Okay. Incredibly annoying, but also fine. Right, well, let's see what we can get then. Carl, why are you sleeping in the room next to the dead body? What is... Oh, the elephant screaming. We've also got ourselves, obviously, some marine armor there, which is pretty good. I think we'll just get Krup and Carl to wear it. Yeah, this has been an absolute waste of trip then. Well done, team. Well done, Krup Voosh, for crushing the head of the only person we were interested in. The dragon's going to come and eat, I assume, whoever's left. Right, let's wear this marine armor, because I assume they can wear it over their current robes. Do they need to take anything off? Oh, they do. Shit, that's annoying. I guess it's easier to carry the robes than it is to, carry the armor. If that works, I assume the weight will still be calculated. Anyway, Met Rifle, fantastic news. I don't really care about finishing everyone else off. Let's see who's in the casket. Really should have captured him. That's my own fault. I thought that when they got up, they might have been like, oh, thank you for healing us. Look, can we come with you? You know, as some events tend to. Lance. He's evil. Is he any good? Advanced Bionic here. Crap, he's terrible. Krup, kill him. Krup, take him out. Look at that swing. A fine warrior. Krup Voosh. Okay. Well, this has been an absolute wasted journey. That was my fault, I will admit. But again, with some events, when you rescue people, especially, you know, people who drop in drop pods, they do offer to join a colony, which was not true, unfortunately, with this one. It just wasn't the case. Let's deconstruct the ship engine, see if we can't get anything out of it, and then we'll send them home. There's no point staying any longer than we need to. Just let the others bleed out. Not interested in them. They're useless to us. And they are a faction. They count as the ancient faction, which is the same as what you get out of Ancient Dangers. So even releasing them as prisoners actually won't help out at all. Do you actually want to finish that one off? So we got some advanced components out of it. We got some good armor. We got some powerful weapons. Charge lance, you know, Doomsday rocket launcher, which we probably won't use because it's single use, isn't it? Yeah, we'll sell that instead. All right. I mean... Did I actually... Abandoned. Oh, fuck. Really? I didn't mean to do that. That was my mistake. Anyway, like, get everyone on board. Right, thank you. Right, let's get... Why can't we bring items now? Oh, because they don't count as part of a stockpile? That's my own fault, okay? I will admit, that was dumb. That was me pressing the wrong button. Simple way to do that, then just stockpile the entire freaking base. Hey, just do this. Oh, God, Rimworld, your stockpile management is horrible. Let me just deal with it. So sort of mass versus market value, it would actually be much more prudent to not take these and to take these hyperweave things instead. Now they actually don't count as tainted because obviously we stripped them before the people died. So we're going to take all of these. 9.3 tiles a day carrying all this crap with us though. Carrying a lot of meals. Hyperweave t-shirt, bring that one as well. Again, the lower they are on the list, the more valuable they, or the more worthwhile it is for them to take. We'll take up to mass of plasteel as well. Choose route, go home, abandon this colony. My own mistake. 1.7 days of food and they've got, 1.7 days to get there, 2 days of food, become hungry quickly, except it won't at all, and then we abandon this colony. What? Oh, they got form the caravan first. Yeah, sorry, my mistake. And there we go. What a strange adventure that was. We didn't really get a hostile salvage team. Oh. Oh. The Empire have come to salvage what's left. Oh, interesting. That's a cool little feature. Riding a slurrypede. Of all the mounts to go for, that seems very appropriate. A llama, though? Stormtroopers on llamas is not exactly very Star Wars, is it? Anyway, leave them to it. We actually don't care about that at all. I'm just going to go ahead and straight up abandon it now if we can. Abandon. Good. Goodbye. Not that I care. Hey, that was pretty good. Honestly, we got some fairly interesting stuff out there. We got some power on. We got some various stuff. So I can't complain too much. Now, I think one of the reasons Mitsuya is always at a mental break risk is because she has that burn scar on her leg, which means that she can barely move, along with a blaster scar on her brain, which means her consciousness is very low. So first things first, let's operate on Mitsuya and give her a new leg. So it's her right leg needs replacing, the right leg, install advanced bonnet leg, right leg. Then we've also got another leg, and then a Krup has another eye, which we're going to replace her on. So you also need the leg Priscilla, which is probably why her mood tends to be fairly low as well. She's alright right now, but she does fluctuate quite a lot. You can also install mecha tentacles on people missing an arm, if we find anybody missing an arm. Alright, so you get another right leg. There we go. Why would a leg, why would you be able to put a leg, one use leg in both sockets, besides the fact that it'd be very annoying to obviously have to build different separate right legs and left legs? I guess you just put it on backwards and bend it at the knee. Who the hell knows? Anyway, who is missing, if anybody, an arm? Oh shit, we could do with a new leg for Lubov as well. Left arm stab scar. Now, what does the mecha tentacle do? That's the real question. Obviously, I don't want to give it to anyone if it just, you know, is crap. 90% efficiency and actually does high DPS. Okay, decent manipulation, not too... So if they've got less than 90% efficiency on their arm, swap it out for a tentacle is what you're getting at. Which is generally words to live by, isn't it, in life, really? So we'll start with Cotway. Nothing. You have... Oh, you have a stab scar on your arm, which reduces it to 24. I believe that is actually... So 20... I mean, if it's less than 27, that's less than 10%. Well, it's a 10% reduction, so the Mecha Tentacle would be better in that case. Manipulation weakened, 89%. Yeah, it actually would be better to give her this arm, weirdly enough. Sure. Also, I want to give people a load of Mecha arms, or Mecha Tentacles, because I think that's awesome. Right, so right arm off, Mecha Tentacle on. Sudini, left arm, stab scar, same story. Left arm off, Mecha Tentacle on. I've gone mad with power. Mitsui is good. Court's missing an ear, but what's a Wookiee ear, really? I mean, they don't even have ears. They just have holes in the side of their head, I would assume, seeing as they don't have any visible ears. Suppose it could be like a mammal with small ears on the side of it. I don't even know what, I don't know, like a dog ear? Maybe it's just hidden beneath all their fur. This guy's missing a lung, a kidney, so you actually just need some new organs growing. Oh, God. Elo Voknik is just straight missing an arm. So left arm is shot off, so install Mecha Tentacle. Left shoulder. How many have we got? We got 5 of the damn things. Right, so that's 3, I believe. You're missing a leg, but that's fine. Your right arm is also low efficiency, so install Mecha Tentacle. So we got 1 left. Anybody else need a new arm? Any tentacles? Anybody for any tentacles right now? Tentacles going once, going twice. Sold. Right shoulder, hang on. 22 out of 30. I don't believe that actually affects the manipulation, though, does it? Poor. Right shoulder is lower. Right hand is lower as well, but that is because it's injured. You know what? You are going to also get a Mecha Tentacle in your right shoulder. Enjoy that one while it lasts. Fingers crossed none of those people I'm going to install those on are body purists, otherwise I'll just have to hack it off and they'll have to deal with not having an arm. Right, so organ growing is actually fairly important. I didn't realise that, so we need a tissue printer for that. I didn't realise so few of our colonists had so few organs. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised given the amount of warfare we've got into. We can also turn this back on, I don't know why it's off. There's no reason to have it on, but there's no reason to have it off either. Seeing as we've got just an absurd amount of power thanks to that nuclear reactor. Right, so let's get the tissue printer set. That allows us to build surrogate organs. They're not as good as your original human-grown, like Mummy used to make organs, but instead they are just, you know, synthetic replacements, better than not having any, right? So they're actually fairly efficient. I think like 80% efficiency. So getting those would be very, very good. We've got a lot of surgeries to do, but we do have some fantastic surgeons. Obviously, we've got Cotway with his 14 surgeon boy, so I don't need to worry about that. Now, we could make a shit ton of medicine as well. 1 herbal medicine, 1 Nutramium, 3 cloth. Now, how much of each of those do we have? Cloth, we have torn hide. We have 2,000 cloth, so that's not a problem. We have 1,200 Nutramium. In fact, we can make so much medicine. Where is the medicine? Where's the herbal medicine? Where is it? Oh my god, are we not growing any? Are we out of medicine? We've got it somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Is it in this stockpile? Am I blind? Herbal medicine. Hang on. Okay, it turns out it was in the freezer. I'm just blind. So we can make 53 regular medicine, because we've actually, turns out the one thing that's limiting us now is hilarious enough. Oh man, and then we can upgrade it to Glitter World as well. So make that forever. If we can upgrade medicine with the Nutramium that we have shit tons of because we've got a load of Neutralopes, then of course we should have that set to forever. Then I think make medicine we should always have 50. I think that's always a good choice. Oh, no, 25, because 25 of it's going to upgrade into Glitter World medicine anyway. That way we're not making too much. I think that's a good shout. So that is on the list of things to do now. Now, that counts as drugs, I would assume, seeing it's at the drugs lab. Intellectual for crafting for... what does it count as, though? Drug synthesis speed. Right, okay, good. Skill is intellectual, but it will be drugs, won't it? So let's go to... Where is that? Drugs. Right, there we go. That is now top priority. If you can, please, for the love of God, do that. I know that we're making Lubov do that, which comes before research. But to be honest, we're absolutely flying through research right now. Speaking of which, what do we want to get for research? Animal healing, not a bad plan. Blast doors, also not a terrible plan. Bridges would have been fantastic to have. It's a bit late for that now. Psychite refining, any sort of drug production is pretty good. Obviously, we've got some sort of weird, like Gorse weaponry. Oh, wow. Make bullet storm, make Gorse lance, Gorse rifle, Luciferian production plasma gun sounds incredible. Wow. Capable of killing a human with 1 hit. That sounds awesome. I want one of those. We've also got tasers. Oh, man. Pain gun, it's used to apply nervous system shock used to hurt without hurting the victim. That sounds very, very useful. We've also got matter weaving, which allows us to produce plasteel, hyperweave, and synthread. Okay, that seems very, very useful. We've also got nuclear power, a bit late for that. Fission power reactor. I mean, I guess we've got a fusion power reactor, since we've got a nuclear power plant we don't actually need to fuel. Psychic foil weaving allows us to make the psychic foil helmets, which prevent psychic waves. I don't know if that's any use. I mean, it's rare that we have a psychic phenomenon. We've only ever had it twice, and that was at once with the psychic chip and the psychic phenomenon itself. Those are good, though. Advanced bonnets we've already got. Brain surgery would be very, very helpful, seeing as one of our colonists literally has permanent brain damage. Would like that plasma gun, too. You know what? I'd actually really like to go into the next tier of robots before then. Let's go. Why does it keep scrolling back up? Are you seeing that? Weird. What have we got, then? So we've got experimental artificial something. AI persuasion, we've got, yeah, so this is all just various robot stuff. Tier 4 androids are on the list. Mind implants, advanced replacement, let's go for android parts. I want to go full androids now and just sort of see what we've got. Because again, androids are very Star Wars, and not having this is, I think, a little bit sinful in a Star Wars-y playthrough, right? Well, this is weird. Kotway just fed Llama Sue, and is now hauling red lentils to stockpile zone. However, A, he should be doctoring and surging, and B, he actually can do that, but for some reason it's not queued up. He's actually moving some lentils. Let's keep a very close eye on things. Okay, so that's right. Feeding simple meal to Priscilla is right. He should be doing that because that is Doctor, obviously. Maybe he was just doing that job. Oh, you know why? We've got... I downloaded a mod that was sent to me via Discord that makes their jobs a bit more efficient. So actually, he was getting a meal from the freezer, so he's picking up lentils to take with him to the freezer because he was going that way anyway. Okay, that makes sense. Fingers crossed now he will start... Okay, no, I'm just going to start queuing up the operations because this is absurd. He's just going to be spending all day feeding people rather than actually doing his surgeoning. Right, there we go. Akashira's reserved that one, apparently. Oh, probably just for feeding, though. Yeah, don't worry about it. Do those. Right, that's a hell of a job order he's got there, but this should be fine. Now, bear in mind he is using just herbal medicine, which is not ideal. All our neutralopes have the flu. Doesn't matter. Okay, good. He succeeded with Sidini's operation. So Sidini now has a mecha tentacle. Fantastic. Priscilla is getting a new leg. There we go. That worked perfectly. And I would expect all of these to succeed, even with the crappy medicine. Glitterwood hospital beds, obviously good hospital rooms as well for the majority of these guys. Fairly clean. There's a little bit of dirt there, but I think that's literally just from where he was stood. Right, Lubov is now getting her tentacle, I believe. There we go. Lubov has been tentacled. Congratulations. Those things are cool. It is much better than having a slightly damaged arm there. Right, Lamasu is getting, what is that, a tentacle as well, because obviously he's injured. And in fact, that might be enough to get him out of bed, because that should get rid of the injuries from the cassowary. Finally, Mitsuya, who is getting a new leg. Nice, okay. There we go. Painless, look at that. Good work, Cotway. So now that we're bringing home some marine armor, and actually I've also noticed that Aina Uktras already has some marine armor, we need to have them not wear it because it does slow them down quite significantly. So I'm going to go to the restrict, no, assign, it's the assign tab. We're going to go to the anything outfit, and we're just quickly going to change that so it's actually not anything. So we want to turn off marine outfit. I think we probably want to turn off Mando veteran armor, Mando armor. I think we probably want to turn off any sorts of power armor, so Stormtrooper armors as well we will turn off. I'm sure they all count as power armor, and obviously we'll slow them down. Just because right now I don't think we're at the stage where we need power armor constantly. You know, I don't think we're at the risk of drop pods coming straight in on our heads and causing any issues with that. But it is going to have an impact because she is our cook and probably our only cook. Well, our only good cook, I should say. So any is fairly slow there. Are you going to go ahead and take that off, my dude? There we go, removing marine armor. Excellent. So she'll drop down the floor. Well, actually, she's apparently going to immediately carry it, which is fantastic. I like this sensible job list. This is good. I think it's called Common Sense. It's available on the Steam Workshop. Now, this is what we need to repair Aina Uktras. Was it Aina Uktras or was it Mitsuya? I think it was Mitsuya's brain damage. So 30 gold, 25 plasteel, 5 advanced components, and we need brain surgery before we can install it. We can still build it. I just don't think we're capable of installing it yet to repair this blaster scar because the brain's currently at 40% efficiency, which is obviously not ideal. Now, is she particularly skilled? She's a good crafter. She's also good at intellectual as well. So I think just bringing her back is probably worth it. Right, so do we have brain surgery? It's a real question. Brain surgery. No, we don't. Shit. Okay then, get rid of all of this. I think brain surgery is just good to get anyway, because that way if anybody gets any brain damage, we can not quite fix everything wrong with it, but at least try and fix it. We got all the Bionics. We should probably go for that first, upgrade what we've got rather than building androids. Bionic Workbench, Advanced Bionics. Yeah, I think that's everything now. Let me just have a quick look. Oh my god, there's so much. It's actually so much. Shield generators, also a very, very good call. I might put those on the list, because these shield generators are very, very powerful. Obviously, Android upgrade station is later on. Oh, we've got Animal Bionics. Oh my god, we can make... I hope to hell we can upgrade our Crate Dragons with, like, mechanical legs or you know, like, mechanical, I don't know, teeth, pneumatic jaws or something like that. So let's also go for robotic enhancements as well, Android upgrade stations. I'm going to go all in Androids after that, though. So we're going to just basically all of this. Yeah, this is great. This is fantastic. Thank you very much. It's going to take a hell of a long time to research all this. 26 research queued up. I think that'll last us quite a few episodes, huh? Now, more importantly, what do we need for our resurrectors? That would be the Lazarus Mech Injector, I would assume. Plus, becoming incapacitated, the mechanized jump into action too quickly and heal. What is this for? I thought Lazarus... Wait. What? So this is not right at all. It's not possible to heal a dead host. Now, Lazarus, in the Bible, came back from the dead. Now, I'd assume that would be the one that would bring you back from the dead. No, that's actually the Resurrector mech. Oh, AI cores. That's kind of nice. I guess we'll go for this one. Then what does that require? 5 medicine, 1 Luciferian, 5 advanced components. Okay, and we need, what, 3, 4 of those, I believe? Say it's not so. Say... Don't... No. They've been fed to the Crate Dragons. Well, I knew it was going to happen at some point. It's the issue of using the allow tool, unfortunately. They may have been buried in a mass grave. In fact, they're probably in this one. Let's see if we can dig them up quickly. That sucks a big demonetization. That genuinely is just horrendous. Like, that's really, really, really bad. Oh, shit. I think... Is this one of them? No, it's not. I don't know where they are, but if those boys have rotten, that's the latest mass grave to Unbidden Dog. So if those boys are rotten, the other ones are rotten too. Oh, that sucks. And you know why it is? It's probably because I set this to be critical priority. Oh my god. Are you definitely... Wait, how could they have been eaten by the Crate... Oh no, I was going to say how could they be eaten by the Crate Dragons, but the Crate Dragons, there are still others, aren't there? This is a freezer though, so... No, they are gone. They are dead as dicks. Well, that is just the worst news I've ever heard. At least Krup Voosh's beloved Orlean is still in her sarcophagus. As long as she's maintained the frozen, the cold, chilly goodness of a fresh human corpse. What am I saying right now? This is going to get me on a register. As long as she is still fresh and ready to go, then we can resurrect her. But that is actually horrible. Fine, I guess we'll just make one then. We also need to make Luciferian, which I assume you make at this bench thing, as it's... No? Oh my god, is this more research? Please tell me. Oh god. Say no more, fam. Luciferian production. Okay, then, Luciferian production. We're going to go for rib replacements. Then we go for shield... We go for shield generators, for the love of fucking god. Large shield is good. Then, brace yourself. I think this one, 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 this one. Android upgrade bench, this one. We're just going to just queue them all up. Just queue them all up. There we go. Good. Problem solved. Well done, team. Unfortunately, even though Sidini was a very, very good miner, and we've actually managed to get a lot of resources, not a huge amount, but a decent amount of resources out of these two working in the deep mines, Sidini also is our best builder, and we have the mod quality builder enabled, which means that things like chairs, things like these Sith meditation pads here in the Sith Council chamber, aren't going to get built unless it's by the best builder, obviously, so you get the best quality out of it, you know, chance of masterwork, legendary, etc. So by not having him as a builder or prioritizing building, it's basically going to mean this stuff is never going to get built. So I'm going to put him back to being top builder. Honestly, I think it's probably more useful than just churning out resources anyway, seeing as if building work is generally quite high priority, I'd say. Definitely more so than just getting, you know, 100 steel at a time. This is cool. I don't know whether this is part of the mod or whether another mod is adding this, but the ability to rebuild the robots after they're destroyed is fantastic, because these things cost a lot, and it turns out a whole bot was destroyed by something. I imagine it was during that last raid in particular, but the ability to rebuild it is fantastic, because when previously when you bought these things for like 4,000 silver and they were destroyed, that was it. You know, that was the end game. You couldn't do anything else with them. You just had a dead hauler bot. You just, you know, deconstructed the base and got some components back. But the fact you can actually rebuild them now is fantastic. It means the base stations are actually useful. It's maybe a little, I don't know if it's a little OP. Part of the risk versus because obviously these things are very, very powerful. They're very quick. You know, they take a job away from your colonists, and part of the risk of that was that they were very fragile, but now they're not, because you can just rebuild them for a handful of components. I don't know. I do like this mod, though. I do think it's one of the better robotics mods that aren't too OP. The reason I turned it back on is because I figured our colonists are hauling these slurry meals, because we've got way too many meals being produced by these disgusting, horrible slurry beasts. And we don't need, like, the bodies in the freezer. As people are hauling the slurry meals into here, it's just upsetting people seeing all the dead bodies in the freezer. So I thought, let the bodies rot outside. They're all rotten anyway, so they're not needed. Oh, a mining coast ship is here for repairs. Hello. We'll deal with that in a second. Just let the bodies rot. Just get rid of them. Let nature take its course. They can all disappear out here rather than digging another mass grave. No one comes over here anyway. You know, it's like the back end of a field by some wind turbines, so who gives a shit? Now, I'm also going to remove this and just replace that with more farming land, because we don't need this anymore. This was sort of the room where we would store food specifically for the carnivores. We never got a dedicated freezer for that. We don't need it, and we've also got way too many meals as it is, so don't really need this. Yeah, that's it. Good idea. Just let the roof collapse in on your head. That's good. Classic. Well done, team. Is it really Rimworld if you don't let the roof collapse in on your head whenever you decommission just any structure? It's also a single potate that avoided my wrath. Fucking areas in this game are just horrible. So, of course, we are going to take on these repairs. We'll set that to critical, as we did last time. Then we find some steel. And then we say, hey, hold this urgently. We find some components, of which I don't think we have any. Oh, no, we've got bloody shit tons of them. Haul those urgently, and then we click on the ship, and we click start repairs. Oh, no, I thought we had to agree to repairs, but we actually just start it after we've hauled some things into place. Shouldn't take too long. There we go. We hit, what about now? Start repairs. We still need a little bit more steel. Anybody? Give me a bit more steel. Excuse me, boss. Can you get some steel? Okay, give it a second. We really don't need... It's a real shame you can't set stockpile limits. That's something I'd really love to see for the next... For Rimworld... Rimworld 2? Do you think they call it that? I don't know. Rimworld Rimia? You can't... That's banned. Demonetized. Right, repair the spaceship, Krup Voosh. Again, you know, they generally give us... They give us more than what we invest into the ship repairs. But it's... You're essentially trading, you know, components and a handful of steel for more useful resources. Plus steel and gold, namely. At least we got that last time, so... Fingers crossed we get something a bit more useful. And I guess that's the point of having an ancillary pad as well, as if you agree to the repairs, you want another backup pad so that other ships can land, as we saw last time. Makes sense. But I guess you'd never need more than two, right? Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get out of it. Thank you very much. We're allied with Mining Co. Oh, nice. That was definitely worth it. Thanks for the help tonight. We drink to your colony in the orbital ship mess here. Take these crates as compensation. Plasteel... What do we get? We got plasteel and packaged survival meals again. That's great. Fantastic. Right, haul those over. Plasteel's always good. We always seem to be able to shortage for plasteel. You know, use it for body parts, things like that as well. Interestingly, Krup Voosh never actually took off his robes there. I don't know why. What were you wearing, Carl? Did we leave it behind? I didn't mean to. That's my mistake. We could make him some lovely Twi'lek leather Sith robes. I think that's fairly Sithy, isn't it? Leather literally made of the skin of a sentient species. That seems appropriate. This is what I like to see. This is where Rimworld needs to be always. We've got someone churning out some high-level medicine. We've got someone churning out an anesthetic gun, which I assume uses medicine, right? Ah, okay. So we're killing really two birds with one stone there. Extra medicine is always fantastic, though. I'm really enjoying this little setup here. I feel like this has been a good progress, mainly just for I don't know, production. For what's the right word here? Just for efficiency, really, that we've actually got a lot of things being churned out. Right, so, let's take a look here. Brain surgery, fantastic. Lucifer in production, upcoming. Rib replacement is going to be good as well, because that allows you to... So rib replacements, obviously, you know, losing a rib is not a big deal, but actually it's more about upgrading with something more efficient. So you can pull out a rib and replace it with, say, something like an adrenaline rib, which gives 5% movement speed, and obviously you got 12 ribs, I think, in Rimworld. Slightly... You got more in real life? I was going to try and count it myself, but that's absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, you can actually replace some ribs with something a bit more useful, like painkiller ribs as well, to obviously not get downed in combat so easily. What is a Junalisk? We've had Feralisks. It looks like... Oh, it's another spider. It's just a fancy colour. You know what? I think we'll leave it here for today. I think this is a good stopping point. Everything's going very, very smoothly. I think there's been some good progress just in terms of tidying up the base, but I would love to see some, oh man, the Sith Council chambers, I'd say done. I mean, they're covered in Sidini's blood, and it's unroofed, but that's a great start. I mean, a good start on the temple there. Great start for, or a great continuation there of the colony's bonuses. We've got a lot of people upgraded. We've got some good research going. Next episode's going to be a big one. I'd like to get everybody their own set of armor and weapons, though, and really focus on the offensive. You know who's not offensive? The insane top tier level patrons. A big shout out to Lucas Holsing, Sean Thornton, Haydog Sidini, Tim Bragg, Loris, Crosis, Vacuous Bacchus, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Pavas Presley, Sunikiro Token, Spidey, Jimbo, Orcs Wolf, Facundo Vasquez, Tom Terror 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape Zazzy 711, Baniel Faust, and Eric B. For OBS. OBS. Why are you like this? I apologise if your name's one on just every. Oh god, it's becoming a comedy of errors at this point, isn't it? You know who's not a comedy of errors? It's my good friends, Andrew Wilson, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, Icy the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Betimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Euron DeVries, Haji Dumar, The Sage, Abdullah, Alpha Scuff, Dunk207, Zet McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Camel, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sir Thor the Swede, Sir Death, Asro, Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, No Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, John Holiday, Zico, Jay Lera, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and Justin Plock. Thank you all for your support on the Patreon page. I've just lost track at this point. Like this, I need to re-render out the outro because OBS just argues with the version I've got right now.